Hey, welcome back. You are watching Crypto Files. If you guys like the content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. So today is December 12th of 2024, and Bitcoin is back and hovering over, I would say 100,000. You know, it's been bouncing back and forth. Today we saw a high of a 102. It's there. So a lot of people say, well, where are we in the bull market? Am I, in the middle? Can I still start investing? And I always tell people you cannot time the market. And the reason why is because we all know crypto is volatile. Tomorrow something comes up in the news that a country banned Bitcoin and there's a dump. Or Elon Musk says Bitcoin is bad for the environment and then it dumps. So you can never time the market. But there are indicators that I've noticed throughout every single bull run that I kind of, keep tabs on, and take a look at them as we go into bull runs. Or when we're in crypto winters. You can use them both ways, but let's take a look at the market cap for the entire crypto market. And so if you go to coinmarketcap.com, you can see that we have some statistics at the very top. Let me zoom in here. And let's see, are those gone? Yeah, those are gone. They zoomed in a little too much, but you can see the cryptos. It shows that there's over 2.4 million crypto coins right now registered with CoinMarketCap. But the market cap here for the entire market is listed, and so we're at $3.6 trillion. That's the highest we've ever been. I think we reached 3.7 just last week. So yeah, 3.71 trillion. And that's insane. So like, are we at the tippity top? Is this the top of the bull market? Well, we can't really guide ourselves with just the entire market cap for crypto, for the crypto market, but it's kind of an indicator that like we're in uncharted territory, right? People are putting more money into the crypto market than ever before. And so if we take a look here, back in 2017, I thought it was insane that we were at 700 billion and then we dropped. And then in 2021, we reached 2.86 trillion. And so that's when we knew like, oh, this is insane. Like we went from the most we ever saw. And I always tell my friends and family the same things. Like the most I've ever seen is like 800 billion. And now we're at like 2.8 trillion. We're in uncharted territory. And I keep saying that we're in uncharted territory because at that point, you don't know where the market's going to head, right? So 2.6 was the most, and now we're at 3.7. And that's kind of like one thing I always look at. Like, if I bought like down here when the market kind of like tanked altogether, then I know like, okay, like it's going to run up one day, and you can see clearly on the chart, it's run up. The fear and greed index is a good one. You start to see like, extreme greed when people start buying all kinds of coins, but one thing I like to look at, because I've always noticed it ever since I was in crypto, I've been in crypto since 2013, is the dominance of Bitcoin. And so you'll click on dominance of Bitcoin up here. And what ends up happening is people, the price of Bitcoin starts to go up. Right now, Bitcoin's dominance is 54%, a little over half. And that means that the entire market's share, or the Bitcoin share of the market is about half of those 3.6 trillion. In market cap. And so what ends up happening, the price goes up, people buy. Bitcoin sustains its dominance because that's where all the money's kind of located. Not all the money, but at least half. And then, FOMO sets in, news coverage starts to come out, and people start to say like, oh, well, I need to get into crypto. Am I too late? And when they, start looking into what to buy, they're like, well, Bitcoin's too expensive. Maybe even Ethereum's too expensive for me, but people still start to buy these altcoins. And so when you hear altcoins, it just means, something to the alternative of Bitcoin. Ethereum, XRP, Solana, people are like, oh yeah, $2.37, I'll buy it. And so that share of Bitcoin starts to drop because money starts to go in from Bitcoin to all these altcoins. We're talking about Cardano, Tron, Avalanche. And you'll start to notice that traditionally, now anything can happen, but in the past, bull cycles, this dominance starts to drop. So it starts to drop, and as you can see, Ethereum's dominance starts to go up. You can see it here too. When it drops, Ethereum's dominance starts to go up, and others as well. So we can see here 40% of others, Ethereum 18%, and Bitcoin 40%. At its lowest, that was around 2021. Bitcoin had a dominance of, that's not the lowest. The lowest would be somewhere around here, was 34%. This was in 2018. Ethereum had 18%, and the others had 47%. And so, you know, so you start to see people rotate their money from like Bitcoin to altcoins, and even people who made money with Bitcoin, they're like, all right, if Solana is ripping and I need to make more money, let me rotate my money from Bitcoin to Solana. And so that's another way to look at it. I always kind of see that, like, if Bitcoin's holding, like, and its dominance hasn't dropped, I don't think we're done yet. And that's how I guide myself. But if Bitcoin starts to tank tomorrow, you know, then you can see how the market reacts and see if the dominance for altcoins continues to go up. We can see that it's starting to go up for Ethereum, and Bitcoin here's got a drop starting to come up. You can see the run up, and then there's this drop right here in the very bottom. Let me zoom in. You can see it's starting to drop here within the last 2 weeks or so. And so if it goes below 50%, you know, that's kind of like an indication that people are starting to put money elsewhere. And that's how I look at it. Again, this is not financial advice, but you can you know, kind of guide yourself. I'm not telling you what to do, but I like to keep track of things and see how cycles work. And I always notice that kind of always happens. It doesn't mean it's going to happen this bull cycle, but it's a good way to kind of look at things. And now they have all kinds of, you know, measurements for the market. They also have, let's see here. I know that they have an alt season indicator as well, which I don't really use it because I don't really look at it. I just noticed that they actually just had this. So this will notice, like, this will show you like the alt season index chart, and it's starting to go up, right? And so it actually gives you the altcoin market cap, which is currently sitting about, you know, 1.5 trillion, and the index is at 67. So money's coming in. So if this were to skyrocket, you'd probably see Bitcoin's dominance also potentially drop if it stays at 100,000. And if the market keeps on rising, then it's a bigger piece of the pie for the altcoins. But just wanted to share this, something to look at, have fun with. You know, as we head into this entire bull market cycle, you can keep an eye on these metrics and, you know, kind of do your own documentation for the next bull cycle. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe.